In the news, we read, July 2023 is the hottest month ever recorded. People all over the globe are enduring the intense heat and desperately trying to find relief. World leaders expressed urgency in dealing with the effects of global warming, attributing the intense heat to climate change, and thus further pursuing the agenda of imposing restrictions on the citizens of the world to combat climate change.
July 2023 is said to be the hottest month ever recorded in human history. The consequences are clear and they are tragic. Children swept away by monsoon rains, families running from the flames, workers collapsing in scorching heat. And for scientists it is unequivocal. Humans are to blame. All this is entirely consistent with predictions and repeated warnings. The only surprise is the speed of the change.
What does the Bible have to say about what is happening? God grants the correct understanding of the events and circumstances transpiring in the world so that we are not deceived by theories of man with ulterior motives of further oppression leading to subjection to their twisted goals of complete control over the world. In the article Independence Day, we explained what the Lord has revealed in regards to the outpouring of the plagues described in Revelation 16, specifically in relation to the fourth plague that is directly associated with what we see happening with the intense heat in many nations. And the fourth angel poured out his vial upon the sun, and power was given unto him to scorch men with fire. And men were scorched with great heat, and blasphemed the name of God, which hath power over these plagues. And they repented not to give him glory. In the article, we introduce a fiery cometary actor, Comet C2023A2, which entered into the constellation of the Ship precisely on July 4th, 2023, when news headlines read, "This July 4 was hot, Earth's hottest day on record, in fact." Is it a coincidence for the intense heat prophesied in the Bible for the fourth plague to be felt so strongly precisely on the date when this comet started interacting with one of the constellations associated with the sign of the Son of Man? It will be beneficial to understand what the Lord is revealing through his heavenly sign in connection to Bible prophecy. The ship depicted in the heavens that this comet entered can represent a state or nation in a political setting, and the church in the spiritual application. What are the organized churches promoting that is bringing upon the world the wrath of God? Are they leading people to repentance and forsaking of sins, or are they embracing what God calls abomination? Taking a look at news headlines again reveal what is happening to the so-called houses of worship. They are under the leadership of the all-seeing eye depicted on the ship constellation, worshiping the sun instead of leading people to the Sun of Righteousness revealed in the sign of the Son of Man. Jesus is inviting all faithful children, still members in organized churches that promote the image of the beast, to come out and to enter into his fold of truth. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues." The leaders of the nations of the world are uniting in purpose to push the global goals of the climate change agenda. They describe what is happening to the weather in terms of what humanity must do to fix it, by taking into their own hands to determine what people can do or not, instead of repenting of their abominations and signing laws to push forth the woke ideology that tramples on the image of God that he established from the beginning of time. Also leading people to worship nature and the climate change goals instead of giving honor to the Creator, who is announcing the end of this world and giving the promise of the creation of a new earth free from sin. Don't be deceived into compromising your allegiance to God by allowing twisted ideologies to be part of your life. Instead, understand clearly what the Lord declares and be counted among those who are described as having gained the victory over the beast. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of God. We invite you to read the articles on our website that clearly explain the biblical truth about what the image, mark, and number of the beast correspond in our time, so that you can stand true and not fall into the traps of the enemy, and shelter from the wrath of God in the end-time fold of truth provided by the Good Shepherd. The Lord is thy keeper, the Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul.